Hello everybody, it's your man Jason F. Smith, founder and creator of the Shades of Intimacy and Modern Day Warrior, found at jasonfsmith.com. Welcome to the daily download edition of the podcast, where the topic of today's discussion is lost credit cards. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the daily download. Okay everybody, today I just went to a store. So this story is fresh. I just went to a store. I walked out, got in my car, drove straight to Carl's Jr. and I decided I wanted a lettuce wrap flame broiled burger. Lettuce wrap flame broiled burger. Went to the drive-through, made my order, came around to the window, opened my wallet, credit card's gone. Like, it's just fucking gone. So I'm like, okay, what the hell's going on? And as you can tell, I'm starting to use a little bit of profanity. I'm swearing, I'm getting frustrated. So I use a different credit card to buy the burger and the lettuce wrap. I pull over in the parking lot at the Carl Jr. and I start to look. I tear apart my jacket, tear apart the wallet, I tear apart the seats, everything. And finally I'm like, I must have left it at the first store. So I get in the car, I go all the way back. I ask them, they look at me with a blank face and go, nope, don't know what you're talking about. About this time you start to think, okay, I'm gonna head right over to the bank where I have that card and I'm gonna cancel it. But I start to tear apart the car, and I'm gonna move real slow this time, taking things out one at a time. I wish I had a flashlight so I could look under the seats, and sure enough, I get that moment of relief. You know that relief when you actually find the thing you're missing? It's like when you lose your wallet or you lose your phone, and we go through that panic moment, right? Because it's like, you know, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. There's gonna be this whole thing associated with it. Something along the lines of, I don't have a phone for a couple days, all of my contacts are gone, or my wallet's gone, gotta get all of the pictures of my kids back, and I'm gonna have to get another driver's license. You're thinking, it's just starting to roll through your head. Oh my God, this thing is going to be a thing. And then, maybe you start to pray and say, God help me. God has helped me. Please someone help me. I did not get to the prayer stage yet today. I did not. I was still in the look stage. And then I think the thing that's so remarkable about this story to me, and what I want to really convey to you, is that sense of relief. There's a sense of relief that comes in this, and we live in this little yo-yo circle. There's a famous, the little story with the petals. You know, you pull the petals of the flower off. He loves me not. He loves me not. It's a life or death little game. And you start to go into little dramas, right? Little dramas in your head when something starts to go a little weird or wrong in your relationship. So have you ever been there when something happens and something starts to drop and it starts to add up and you're starting to build up this little story in your head? It's like, oh my God, is this going to be a thing? Is this going to be a thing? And maybe even you get to the point where you start to pray. I mean, and it doesn't have to be directly with your intimate partner. How about with your kids? When you call your kid at 10 o'clock at night and they don't answer, and then you call it 10:30, and you call it 11, and you start to fear, and you start to get terrified, and you're thinking, is this going to be a thing? And then they call. They say, they're at a friend's house watching a movie, and I turned the phone off. And that happens to us in a relationship, where people start to spin. They start to spin in their stories, and everything starts to come out sideways, and you start to think, is this going to be a thing? And yet, I'll have you consider that there are times when we do this on purpose, because there is something about feeling the death-life cycle that kind of excites us, that gets us going, that makes us feel like this is worth it, this is something I am indebted and I feel alive. If it was all just too even, it would be boring. And you say, no, Jason, that's bullshit. I do not want the ups and downs. And yet, over and over again, you do want the ups and downs. And in my experience, I do want the ups and downs. I want the life, and then I want to feel like it could almost die. And then there are times when I don't want that, and I sit back and I just go, ooh, it's quiet, it's calm, there's nothingness here, and I really, really, really like that. And then there are times when the stories start to generate again. And the addiction is to the stories, to the up and down. The addiction is to the life and death cycle, to does he love me, does he not? Does she love me, does she not? Is she cheating, is she not? Is she alive, is she not? Are we going to last? Are we not? And this cycle, the story that goes on and on and on, and it runs us into the ground, and yet we love it so much. We're just so addicted because it makes us feel alive, because when you realize they love you and they're there for you and there's a rush, yes, we're going to be together. Only sometimes you're not. Sometimes the relationship doesn't work. Sometimes it is over. And sometimes there's a death and an emptiness of a totally different sort that is oh so painful, and yet sometimes oh so horribly, horribly, horribly necessary. So how do you differentiate between these waves of loops? I'm in my loop. I'm going to go through my loop again. My story. Does he love me? Does he not? Or am I ready to break my loop, like Dolores in Westworld, and say, I will choose my own way. I will make my decisions. For me, I have free will. So brothers and sisters, this is my challenge to you. Where are you in a loop in relationship? Where is it going over and over and over again? Live or die, live or die, live or die, over and over and over and over again. And you have to stop and ask yourself, am I addicted to the loop? And brothers and sisters, I know you might say, yes, I'm addicted, and I just don't know how to get out. And I can help you get out. But first, you got to look into the mirror and say, am I addicted to the loop? Am I addicted to this danger? So brothers and sisters, that's your assignment today, is to look into the mirror and say, where am I addicted to the drama? And what do I get out of it? Where am I addicted to the drama, and what am I getting out of it? Because you're getting something. But what you might know, or might not know, or you might just intuit, is that there's something better out there for you and your partner, together or apart. Okay, brothers and sisters, you have your assignment. Get to it. This is Jason F. Smith, signing off.